Hey, hey, hey. How are we doing? This lovely, lovely morning. You doing well? Well, since I didn't continue this, like I said, at 9, and it is a new day, I'm still going to be talking about, the journal reading, but I decided to mix it up a little bit with other things. So we're going to have a little mix up going on up in here. Yes, we are. So, as usual, I'm gonna get this. I don't think I'm gonna have no music today because I really wanna excuse me, dive deep in, talking about the things that are very important to me. So yeah. Without any interruption. All right, all right, all right. What am I missing? Come on. All right. So first off, I want to start with something that I've written down. I think last month. I want to start off with this what I wrote down. It says your anointing brings jealousy. Test the spirit. Your Lord is your subconscious mind. Challenges are only pop quizzes to test your fears. Every moment is for the preparation of what is to come, your test. Organize yourself and focus only on your passion. This is a season of transformation, change, and getting to the top of it all, mind hacking. This is a season of purpose and stepping into your position. And with this power and protection over your life, every energy field, this will awaken jealousy within the demons, NPCs. As you stand in your power, your position will further move you forward towards the next level, ownership, sovereignty. This is a reminder to always be watchful of the demons because they are waiting for you to slip up and allow one to get in your power. However, now that you're ahead of the scheme of things, the asses don't stand a chance now. As always, we got your front, back, inside. All seeing eye. I thought that this was just something to start off this live session with. So, with that said, now the whole purpose of me doing that journal writing yesterday was for me to get some kind of clarity, which I've gotten without the live session. But since I had a distraction going on yesterday, that's what made me have had to do a part 2 because I wasn't focused any of that. So with me not having to go full in detail about that journal writing, the journal writing I did yesterday on the live, I said I was gonna take this time to just, touch base with you guys about some esoteric knowledge and, getting you guys more aware of understanding how energy works. Okay, one thing I will say about that journal reading that I did yesterday is that today today is an perfect, how can I say this? It's a overlaps. That's what I call it. It's a overlaps of yesterday. Or can I say, it's a reoccurring event of yesterday. It's just a long period of yesterday. So with me knowing that information, that I can critique my yesterday, or I can use today to prepare for a better tomorrow. With me knowing this morning when I got up, I decided to do a little experiment, right? Which I'm not ready to share it yet. But this experiment, it went very well. Yes, it did. And also, with me doing it, I was testing my capabilities of my energy field, really seeing, do I have that control that I say I have, which I do. So the thing that I'm this is not scripted. As y'all can see, y'all see the difference from me being scripted and we just going off the dome and, just free flowing. But the thing is that I wanted to talk about is you understanding that you more than this human body. You are so capable of, attracting things into your life that will benefit you for whatever problem or whatever material item or whatever experiences that you're trying to manifest. So, with that said, um, this is why I like to be scripted, because me talking off the dome is just goes everywhere. But anyway, like I said, I wanted to talk about, you understanding that you're more than a human body, and that, you're capable of achieving things within your life with your focus and your intent. So you stating your intent the night before is a good way for you to purposely manifest those things that you are wanting within your life, whatever it is. Whether you want to get some clarification or some type of problem you have, whether just trying to manifest, a certain type of love in your life, whatever it is, once you state your intentions, once you become clear about whatever it is that you are wanting, then you have to, release it. Release it from your conscious mind, because it's automatically within your subconscious mind. So once you do that, that's gonna automatically give you some kind of confirmation. Now you have to be aware of what you just asked for, because the moment you begin to become distracted and you allow just any type of energy to enter your energy field. When what I'm saying about your energy field, meaning that once you allow yourself to become entwined with another person, then that's you allowing somebody else to enter your energy field. So that's why you have to be very particular about the people you allow within your energy field, because it's going to influence you in a certain way. It is. So the thing is, oh God, I'm so winging this. I really, I've gotten to the top of that journal writing yesterday, and what I came to is that I'm just going to, keep that matter private, and I'm just going to use those those uh those downloads that I received from me doing my journal writing and me meditating yesterday, and just go forth with that. But I'm gonna set up another journal writing, because I'm not gonna say that I'm problem free, because I'm always got some kind of challenge going on. So I don't know when, but I'm gonna set up another live, and what it's going to do is it's going to give y'all a better understanding of how we are attracting certain things in our life. That, and I'm not excluded, because I be distracted a lot. So subconsciously, I start attracting certain things to show up within my life that I didn't even ask for. It's because I was around a certain type of person, or I allowed myself to become distracted with whatever I was watching or whatever I was listening to, and that some type of way influenced what was going to be my next manifestation. So, um, let's see. There's something else that I wanted to talk about, but hmm, I'm not going off a script now. So all this that I'm saying is like, this is coming straight from the now and not no paper. So, um, I said I wasn't going to neglect this live like I did the other live. It took me 3 damn days to do that live. But now that I have the time, I said I was gonna do this live, even though I got to the top of my challenge or whatever. But let's see, what else can we talk about? It's so much that I be want to talk about. That's why I have to have some type of script, because it's just my mind just takes me all over the place. So yeah, I'm gonna just say it like that. And also, if y'all saw that video of the tarot cards or whatever, that's just something new that I'm about to start, and y'all gonna be able to follow me on that. Oh, that's what I wanted to talk about as well. Y'all know how a lot of people have those successful stories, right? And you don't really see the journey. You don't really see the struggle, or you don't really see everything that occurred during the process of them, getting to that certain point in their life that they reached that success. So that's another thing about my videos. No, I'm not all the way there. No, I don't know everything, but y'all get a chance to watch me get to my success, to that stage of me like really being in tune with myself to my full capability, because I still got some things to, release from myself, so I can fully be activated and in tune with the things that I am trying to convey to you guys, because like I said, I'm always stuck in my head, so it comes out, not, yeah, I don't quite understand what I be talking about, but yeah. So I just wanted to get that out the way, because I've been wanting to tell y'all that, because no, I don't have everything down packed, but yes, I am very knowledgeable about a lot of things and how energy working and stuff like that. And also, I will be sharing some information to give you guys a better insight on how we are attracting the experiences we are attracting within our life, because nothing is just not occurring just because, you know. It's not a coincidence. Things are happening based upon your level of consciousness. And I want people to understand that. And I keep saying that I'm not excluded. And that's why it's very important to me to, be genuine with myself and be, aware of the things that I'm watching and the things that I'm listening to and the people that I am allowing myself to affiliate with or whatever. And nobody is excluded. That's anybody who it can be a loved one. I just want you guys to know that it can be anybody that you feel like, that you got this close bond with or whatever. But if you don't understand energy, things can be manipulated to look one way, and it's something else going on now. That's why I am very, very, very into, you know, deciphering energy, minds, whatever is around me. And I always decipher it because I want to know what exactly it is that's going to be appearing within my next moment. But this is going to be a short live because I don't do well if I'm not scripted, as y'all can see. But I feel like I'm doing very well at this moment. But this is going to fade away very soon because it's coming from the dome. And it'll be so much that I want to talk about. And it's so many things that I recently became aware of that I really want to share with you guys. But my way of, conveying it to you guys is not that articulate. So I can't share it right now. But it's got a lot to do with a lot of worldly things that are happening, amongst people or whatever. And I uploaded a video last night where I went private. I did a private. No, that wasn't private. I did that live. I did a streaming last night to show y'all how. Excuse me. How it's a lot of things going on amongst the world that only certain news channels are talking about. And so it's like if you're not watching those particular news channels, you're not gonna know what's going on within that part of the world or whatever. But also, what else I wanted to talk about? It just clicked me while I was saying it about the news and this and that. I don't know. See, that's why I'm not too good at doing this live thing, without being scripted. But what is it? Hmm, don't know. But anywho, understanding energy and how it's attracting things in your life is just very important because things are not happening to you, they're happening for you always, always, always based upon your level of conscious of yourself. So, with that said, I do want to do a reading because we finna wrap this thing up. This didn't even last nothing, no more than what 20 minutes did it. It's just very important that you understand how things are being attracted, how your experiences are being created based upon if you're oblivious of how energy works, then things are happening to you. Well, actually, they're not because you don't know how to decipher it. They're just like me. I'm gonna just give you a little snippet of what's happening in my life. Now, okay, I have how can I say this? I have this this little issue that I'm dealing with, but I know I'm powerful. So with me knowing that I'm powerful, all I have to do is really, harnessing on that particular, vision that I have for myself at that particular moment. And then I can really, I know I'm sugarcoating because this, me telling you exactly what happened, I know this gonna freak you out. So I'm gonna sugarcoat this thing a little bit. But anyway, what I did something and it amazed me, but it did amaze me because I know I'm powerful. So at that particular moment, it's like, oh, okay, well, not that this was my first time, but this is my first time really like harnessing in on my power to get the results that I wanted within that moment in time, like right there instantly. Now that was my first time doing that. Because a lot of times when I manifest or whatever, it takes days for things to show up within my life. But this particular moment, it happened just like that. And like I said, it kind of shocked me, but I'm like, okay, just calm down because I know that I'm that powerful. But so If you just really understand and you can visualize it and you truly believe that you have that power within yourself, then you can make anything happen. But you got to believe it. But anyway, I'm trying to find something that I could share with you guys before I leave. I think I'll start with this. I'm going to read this and then we're going to close out with when I get through reading what I'm reading because, like I said, I wasn't well prepared and I got to the top of the situation and I changed things just like that in instant of a dime. And I still got more work to do. And so, yeah. So this is what I'm going to read right here. It says, spirit is only frequency, which is an image. Spirit is only frequency, which is an image. A picture that you jump into that makes you move, which becomes a vibration. So I say this. Picture this. It says a spirit. A spirit is something already unseen, right? Is a frequency, which is an image. A frequency. So a frequency could be, well, in this case, it's saying it's the image, but it's something that's within your mind. Within your mind. And so you you better understand that frequency based on words. So it's a picture that you jump into. It's like feelings. When you start catching feelings, see, they say catch. You catching feelings. So where are these feelings coming from? Where they coming from if you catching them? So now, since you caught it, you jumped into it. And now you got to experience that. You have to experience it because you caught it. You the one did it. So now you got to jump into it and experience that feeling that you caught because you was the one allowing your mind to concentrate on this particular experience that you just that just took place with you. But it be sounding complex, but it ain't. It's just you gotta cut out the noise. Whatever that is not of what you trying to accomplish in your life and you start paying attention to it, 9 times out of 10, it's gonna overpower the things that you are doing because you're not, how can I say this? You're not well trained in, multitasking, like going low and jumping high, going low and jumping high. So when you're not trained at, mastering the levels of energies, then sometimes when you go low, you stay low more than you stay high. But that's the thing. I train myself in doing it. So I can, go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I can go low and I can go high. And what I mean by going low mean that I can get mad and harness that energy, or I can get sad and harness that energy and bring it high. I can use that energy to benefit me instead of allowing that energy to take control over me because a lot of, lower, emotions, it takes control. It'll possess you. And then you will be, whew, it's gonna really start attracting a lot of bad things in your life based upon your state of mind. That's why it's recommended that you always keep it either level or high, because when you drop low, it can like snatch you in and start attracting all these things because you the one thinking these thoughts. When you mad, when you angry, when you sad, when you're depressed, you are the one thinking these thoughts. So you are the one attracting this stuff to you. Yes, you are. It's not gonna show up how you expect it. It's gonna show up in, whew, crazy ways. So that's why I like to stay happy. Even when I'm mad, I'm still happy because you know what? I'm like, okay, now this is gonna test my abilities to see what I'm capable of to turn this into, which is alchemy. That's what you're doing. You're turning your feelings and emotions and your thoughts into something else to, serve you, to benefit you. That's what you're doing. But anyway, moving on. It has a time and experience. It is a shape and form that keeps dying and being born into more different spaces it travels through. This is what they call space traveling. Y'all be thinking like, oh, the spaceship and stuff like no, 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 no. It's your consciousness. It's see, the illusion is all of these material things. So in reality, you just in darkness. But what took you out of that darkness was the words, the images that everybody else created. That's why you had to go to school. So you can learn these words and images to understand other people. But based upon the language that you speak, that's how you understand yourself as well. But the thing is, once you understand that this, I'm trying to, it's nothing. You see how I'm moving my hand? That's nothing. That's what consciousness is, nothing. But based upon the words, based upon your intentions, based upon what you allow yourself to focus on, you are going to entrap yourself into an experience. Other than that, what's the fucking point of being here on the earthly plane? Because that's what it's about. That's why you have to become a master magician. Oh, I ain't gonna say that. You just got to be real aware of your energy and everybody else's energy. Because that's another story when I say master magician. But that's what you call it because it's like a trick. And the trick has been pulled on the whole world unless you into this, occult knowledge. But the thing is that you can manipulate energy to bring in the things you want. And I keep saying that because a lot of people thinking that things happen to them, but no, you wasn't aware of certain knowledge and you was trained to think a certain way. So that's what brought a lot of situations into your life because you wasn't aware that you was doing it. You thought it was somebody else doing it. And as children, we don't have we don't have the authority over ourselves as children. So that's how a lot of things attracted to ourselves because we was thinking thoughts and then our parents thinking thoughts. But as a parent or the guardianship, they have sole control over that body, that child body, right? So if the parent have control over the child body, then that's controlling the child. And that spews up a lot of negative energy in a child because sometimes a child is capable of thinking for themselves and sometimes they're not. And you know how children, they get a big head and think they know everything or whatever. But anyway, that's a different story. But yes, as a child, we have accumulated a lot of negative energy that we had brought into our adulthood. And that's what's manifesting a lot of things into our adult life as a child. That's why it's very important to work on that inner child, your shadow self, because it's a lot of stuff that we lie to ourselves about and then we blame others for, which is ourselves. You have to look at yourself. When you look out, it's on a reflection. It's on a reflection of what you think of yourself. And then sometimes when you look out, you say, well, I don't think that about myself. But what I'm saying, well, don't focus. If you don't think that about yourself, don't pay no attention to it. Because the more you pay attention to it, it's something about it that's appealing to you. That's why you keep staring at it. That's why you keep focusing on it. So if it's nothing that's pertaining to yourself, do not focus on it because it's going to captivate you. Moving on. But it's very interesting how you can manipulate energy and how a lot of things. That's why these events are happening within the world because they know we are powerful. They know this, and so now they trying to get the dumbed down ones, the ones that are not aware of this, to inject them with something in their body freely. Now, people are willing to walk into hospitals. Yes, give me the test, and yes, shoot me up with this stuff. There's a lot of people that they done died or they some kind of sickness or illness that came to them because they did it. But anyway, moving on because I don't want my video blocked because I don't heard about a lot of these video getting blocked talking about this stuff. But I ain't going in depth about it though. But it's very interesting how they know what we are and how they trying to what they call it deactivate a lot of things within us because we are not what they say we are. That's what they wanted us to believe we are, so we could be easily controlled. And when you don't know what you are, you will be easily controlled. That's just how it works. But anyway, yes, moving on. So it is emitting and creating each space, a world. That's what they say. Well, I don't know what's going on in your world, but I know what's going on in my world. But you got your world, my world, and the world, and there's totally different worlds. So what you are creating within your world and what I am creating in my world, if they do not coincide, then we cannot be entwined together, because that's going to be a disaster, a fucking shit show. Absolutely. Because it's going to take the consciousness, right? If you don't understand something, it's going to take you away from who you are. When it don't understand something that you're trying to attract within your life, and you entwine yourself with somebody else and it doesn't understand, then either y'all gonna be connected because y'all trying to better understand each other, or either y'all gonna be farther removed because y'all just it just y'all on two different levels of consciousness. That's how it works. And that's why a lot of relationships don't work. A lot of relationships don't work just because of that. You got two different consciousness going on, and it's like this one, like they don't love me, but you first that person got to experience love within themselves in order to love somebody else. You got to do that first. Or when it comes to a business deal or something like that, it depends on the person's intent of going in business with somebody. Are they going in business to, to be greedy and to steal from the company, or are they going into business with this person to, enhance and grow the company. So people have different intentions, and that's why it's very important for you to understand energy, because you will know to not go in business, in that you know what I'm trying to say, that business agreement with the next person. That's why it's very important to understand energy, because once you contract and go into business with somebody else that's not in alignment with your energy, then it's going to start attracting a lot of things in your life that you do not want. But okay, so understand we have different worlds, different parallel realities going on and stuff like that. And so the more you understand about yourself, the more you understand about energy, then everything will be smooth sailing. That's what they call the miracles in the Bible. But they did it in, I want to say, when they talk about miracles in the Bible, they did it in a more movie way, theater way, because it is things. It's like with being in the physical reality, you got to deal with physical things like chemicals to make things appear and seem as though they are magical. Instead of, as the movies, they use props and the screen to make things look more realer, but it looked like magic, but it really ain't shit going on, but just the way they're making it seem. But anyway, let's continue. Okay, a force, a realm of reality, a sea. Now they can see your light, your energy. I told y'all you were surrounded in darkness. You are in darkness. The light is the illusion. The light would be you conveying whatever you got to say to people. That's the light. You having a product and they're able to see it. That's the light. But other than that, this is darkness. Can't nobody see your thoughts. Can't nobody see your vision. Can't nobody see your goals. So, yes. Now you have frequency, vibration, and energy. And energy is the body. Spirit, soul, body. Your soul is an individual spirit. Individual now. But everybody, hey, we together. Let's unity. Illusion. Yes, it is. But it sounds good for all us to come together, one mind, one soul, to be on the same accord and be able to, you know, make this world a better place. But the thing is, a lot of people don't know that until they love themselves and they find out whatever it is that they're dealing with from their past and they present, then this world will never be a better place. Because you know why? Because we're always gonna be looking for somebody outside us to fix us and help us. And when they don't, it's just gonna piss us off even more. That's all it's gonna do. When we look out for somebody and they're not there, you know. That's why I became very fond of doing things by myself. I don't like it, but it's better than being in chaotic situations and stuff like that where I gotta constantly watch over my shoulders and be, you know, in denial to my own true self. And it's just better than that way. When you sure of yourself and you know yourself, then you make more wise choices. You just don't oblivious just go into situations, and that's what a lot of people do. And then they start thinking it's the next person, but to understand yourself, you got to do some deep, deep healing. I mean, you really got to go within. You got to go to a lot of, traumatizing things that happened to you in your childhood. You got to be real with yourself. Because it's like you say, well, I'm real with myself. Yeah, you might be thinking you real with yourself, but no, 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 no. Being real with yourself is you being able to stand in your own fucking skin. Let's just say, and I'm using this as a hypothetical, thing. Let's just say something traumatizing happened to you, right, as a child. But, you like, I ain't gonna tell nobody because I don't want nobody to know. Why is that? Why you don't want somebody to know that traumatizing thing that happened to you? Why is that? Because you feel like people gonna look at you different. Fuck how other people look at you. It's how you look at you. Do you feel good in your skin? No, you don't feel good about what happened to you. But once you clear out that energy that's allowing you to be trapped in your head and be thinking everybody else is outside is judging you, first you judge yourself. First, when you get through judging yourself and being good with, your space and your energy now, then you'll be better able to go out into the external world and shine your light because you have nothing, you have no insecurities of something which your past really is illusion. It's only trapped in here that's keep replaying. It's like a badass movie that keep replaying, that you keep watching, that you keep creating because you keep thinking it. But anyway, yes. um yeah, I get serious about this because it's important, and I get very serious about this because my kids don't understand this, and so with them not understanding energy, they blame a lot of stuff on me, which it ain't me. I freely that's not we ain't forgetting that. But anyway, yeah, that's why I get real serious about it because it's like that's I ain't gonna talk about that because it's a very touchy subject when people start talking about children, and they are my children. But my thing is that I be wanting people to understand you are attracting things in your life based upon you, your level of consciousness. If you're not aware, then you're attracting things based upon your oblivious, your ignorance, because you ain't aware. Moving on. Okay. Your soul is an individual spirit. Your ability to vibrate that information out. To vibrate that information out. Everything is coming from within. That's why you have to go to school. If you don't go to school, you will be an outcast within this world because you won't be able to understand the language. You won't be honest. You won't understand what's this called. That's called a light. That's called a bed. That's called a car. You won't be able to understand it. So that's why you have to go to school. But that's my way. Once I became aware of how things are being created, I started creating my own words to say certain things that better, fit who I am or whatever. But moving on. Okay. Your force, your energy, a yang, and a solar system, a system for your soul to go into and operate. A system, you see how they said it? A system. What are we living within, supposedly? A system. Whose system? Not our system. So that right alone, that's mind control. Mm-hmm. Because the only system you're supposed to go by is your system. Yes, you can utilize the system, but it doesn't supposed to control you. Once it starts controlling you, then you're no longer you. You are whoever created that system. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's how it works. Until you control your own system, until you start being on your own routine, then you in somebody else's reality and you don't even fucking know it. That's why a lot of times you second guess yourself, and a lot of times you feel like you don't want to be here no more because you're not in your reality. You're not in your world. You in somebody else's world. This shit run deep. It really does. It runs so deep that your ass can't even see it. That's how deep it runs. But anyway, it's serious. I'm telling you, this is a serious thing that people need to be more aware of and to really, work on themselves. And I ain't talking about go to no therapy, work on yourself, because they're getting paid to do this shit. I'm talking about you really taking the time to ask yourself certain questions and to really get an understanding of whatever it is that you don't even have no understanding about yourself about. Because people quick to judge other people, but they don't even know too much of shit about themselves. That's crazy. I feel like that's crazy. Anything, everything that I can sit here and really point out in somebody else. I can point out my own first. I don't need nobody. Anything that I got that I feel like I need to be cleaned up and cleared up, I can do that myself. But that's why I said I am the sole authority, so I don't let things overpower me. I power thing it take one to see it. That's how bad we done been changed, and the reason it take the one is because you know how everything. Hi there, you back again? I see. Absolutely. It takes awareness to see it. That's how bad we done been changed. Yep. And the reason it take awareness is because you know everything. Your country just has to put it together. Of course. Absolutely. That's right. That's right. Yep. That's absolutely a system for your soul to become aware of itself, to go through the astral travel for other people to be aware of. Now I'm gonna read that again. It says it is a system, and the system we're talking about will be your solar system. It's for your soul to become aware of itself, to go through the astral travels for other people to be aware of. Other people be aware. Once you become aware of yourself, then other people see how you are, you know, I say showcasing how you believe in yourself, then that's when they start emulating you. Okay, well they did it that way and things working well for them. So okay, that must be how it should be. But no, my thing is you construct your own solar system, your own thoughts, your own frequency vibrations. That way, you won't be looking externally for somebody to blame. You can only blame yourself for anything that's happening to you. You can only blame yourself. That's all you can blame. Because other than that, you allowing something to control your mind. You allowing it, even if you feel like you're oblivious. Everybody, I ain't gonna say everybody because there are some people who got some, mental illnesses going on and stuff like that. So, but that's with anybody because I believe with myself I had a couple of mental illnesses, and so that's what inspired me to learn what I had to learn because I was tired of going through the things that I was going through. So that was my inspiration. I didn't want to continue through the bullshit that I was going through, so I had to change it. It wasn't no therapist. It was none of that. Oh, would you say you pretty related by understanding in your own sense? Yep. But most people be understanding by someone else's meaning in society, of course. Yep. Yep. But I get real passionate about this because it's a lot of things that I went through, y'all, that I wouldn't wish that on my enemy. But I had to get it together with myself. And when we getting together with myself, that's when I've learned that everything is attracted to me based upon my own thinking. My own thinking brought a lot of incidents that happened to me that I did not want to me. And that's why I be trying to share as much knowledge as I can with people because they really think that it's something outside of them that's causing things to happen. But it ain't. It's you. So moving on, we're gonna be through with this in a minute, y'all. And then I'm getting very emotional too, because yeah, I took myself back down memory lane in a split second, and it kind of shook my ass a little bit. Like, wow, your ass overcame that? Yes, I did. But I ain't talk about it. But I was in that space in my head, so I saw it. But yeah, this is because your vibe, your influence, your ability of belief, and your ability to create current events. Now you can create your day or your nightmare, and a lot of people are creating their nightmares based upon their own ignorance. Nightmare. A nightmare is forgetting that you are a spirit in the light. The light. And you know what? It's so much light out here. That's why we get so freaking blinded because you got your light and then there's light. Other people opinion, other people, realities that we try to keep up with. when we only should be keeping up with our own asses. That's it. Nobody else's. Because when you do that, that's when you can become possessed. I keep saying it a lot of times, possessed. You become possessed. When you possess, a lot of people don't know that. They just continue to go throughout their days and thinking it's them, but it's not you. You have to train your subconscious mind to do things according to how you want to see them happen. If you don't do it, somebody else will. That's what mind control is for. When you control the mind, you're controlling the body. Even if you ain't aware of it. A nightmare is like the society shadow. Yep. You control the mind, you control the body, even if you're not aware of it. It's just that easy. It's that easy. And people like, oh, I got self control. I got, no, because there's a lot of people doing a lot of shit. Have you ever say, man, I can't wait till this day over. Man, I can't wait till I get the job. Why you say that? Because you don't have control. It's self control, whether it's the bill controlling you or the car controlling you. Your ass been got. You've been got. So if you got these material possessions, they not control you. But why did you get that and you knew you can afford it? Why did you get it? Why? Because you was influenced about, having a better, what it is, perception of you amongst other people so they can start to like you or whatever the case may be. So it can make yourself feel good. But my thing is, whenever you start to go in contract with somebody, make sure you're able to still move freely. That's with any contract. Because when you purchase a car and you didn't buy it and you go in contract, you putting yourself in a jam yourself. Didn't nobody do that to yourself but you. Didn't nobody do that but you. But yeah. We're finna give it. Oh, I'm gonna do this. A nightmare is forgetting that you are a spirit in the light. So you become so blinded that is perceived as darkness, and your manifestations become chaotic because you don't have control over them. A nightmare. That is true. And on that note, y'all, we finna wrap this thing up. Cause I got a tinkle winkle. Yes, I do. I'll see y'all in the next live. It'll probably be tomorrow. I don't think I'm going live again today, but if I do, I will notify you guys. Cause I just love talking about this because it's very important that we get this out here and people understand their energy right. And so we can understand how to help other people understand how things are being attracted, you know, throughout our lives. But anyway, y'all have a beautiful day. And Mystic Ladies, we love you guys. Y'all have a beautiful, beautiful days. Until next time, Miss Lazy is signing off.